Did you know that New Jersey just enacted a new law that impacts buying and selling real estate in New Jersey? Stay tuned to find out more. I'm Joseph York, and this is the Jersey Shore Market Watch. Hi everyone, I'm Joseph York, Jersey Shore real estate expert and broker salesperson with Weichert Realtors in Spring Lake, New Jersey. Today we're diving into some significant changes in the real estate industry here in New Jersey. If you're buying or selling a home, it is crucial to understand how this new law will impact you. In March of 2024, the National Association of Realtors reached a settlement in the Sitzer-Burnett class action lawsuit. As a result, the Department of Justice outlined new guidelines for how real estate transactions can be conducted. Each state is now implementing new laws to be compliant with the DOJ's ruling, and new real estate procedures will kick in August of 2024. In fact, in New Jersey, the new law is in effect starting August 1st of 2024. Today, we'll discuss how this impacts buying and selling real estate. This video will focus on how this new law will impact buyers. If you're a seller looking to sell your home in the state of New Jersey, check out our seller video on the same topic. All right, buyers, let's talk about what's new for you in today's real estate market. So in the past, most buyers would start their search by browsing online. They'd find some homes that might interest them and then reach out to a realtor and ask to see those homes. And that realtor would schedule some showings and meet them at the property. And when they met, they'd introduce them to what's called the Consumer Information Statement, which explains agency in the state of New Jersey. And then they'd tour the homes and potentially keep working together. Well, something has changed, and that is that you now need to have a signed agreement with your agent before you can tour a property. This can be either an exclusive agency agreement or a non-exclusive agency agreement, but it is required before touring any homes. I have a copy right here that we can talk through. What we're looking at here is the New Jersey Realtors standard form of exclusive buyer agency agreement. Now, keep in mind, this form may change over time. You may also be presented with a brokerage-specific form, depending on who you're working with. However, they should encompass similar material. First and foremost, who is a party to this contract? Who is the buyer and who is the brokerage form, identified on this first page. The next important thing to identify is the search area that the buyer will be looking in. This can be as small as one specific home or as broad as the entire state of New Jersey. Now, I always recommend when buying and selling a home that you work with a local market expert. So if you were working with me, we would sign an agreement for Monmouth and Ocean counties. If you were considering buying a home outside that territory, I could refer you to a great local market expert in that area. The next important question on here reads, does the buyer have a business relationship with another broker? Yes or no? Be very careful that you do not sign two overlapping agreements. If you do sign two agreements with separate agents for the same territory and then purchase a home, you may be obligated to pay both agencies. So, in order to avoid that, make sure you're only signing one agreement per area you're working in. That being said, you may sign agreements with separate agents in separate territories. For instance, you may work with me in Monmouth County and a different agent up in Bergen County. As long as those territories are not overlapping, this is okay. As we scroll further down, we discuss the declaration of business relationship. Who is the agent? What is the brokerage firm they're working with? And do you want to work with them exclusively as a buyer's agent, or are you open to them being a dual disclosed agent if the opportunity arises? The next thing we'll look at is the term of this agreement. This agreement could be just for one day, or an agent may ask you for 6 months to a year to work together to find the right home. Now, keep in mind, this is not completely binding. It does have a clause that you can cancel this contract with written termination notice. It defaults to 3 days if it's not otherwise stipulated right here on this line. So, that being said, if you sign an agreement with an agent for, let's say, 12 months, and 3 months in you find that they're not giving you the service you expect, you can write them a notice of termination and then sign a new exclusive agreement with someone else. Now let's move on to the compensation to buyer's agent. In the past, we got used to the fact that sellers typically paid the buyer's agent commission. Due to this new law, commissions have been decoupled. And in this case, not all sellers will be offering a buyer's agent commission. Some may not. So, if the seller is not offering a buyer's agent commission, you may be responsible for paying that commission yourself. So, you're going to write on this form what percentage you are willing to pay your agent for their services. Now, let's say you are not in a position to pay that commission on top of all the other costs that you may incur in purchasing a new home. Well, if you're working with a good agent, that agent will be able to write a contract that requests the seller pay it, regardless of the fact that they're not offering it up front. As long as your offer nets that seller the most amount of money, then they may be willing to pay your buyer's agent, either directly in the form of commissions or by offering a seller concession. You may be aware of seller concessions from the past when dealing with home inspection issues. Oftentimes, when things arise during a home inspection, a seller will pay a concession at closing to the buyer to cover the cost of the repairs rather than repairing those issues before closing on the property. There's a lot to this document that we can't possibly cover in just this video alone, but if you're working with a great buyer's agent, they're going to schedule a buyer consultation with you and sit down and go line by line through this document, as well as providing a needs analysis for the home that you're looking to purchase, connecting you with a mortgage pre-qualification with a great lender, and connecting you with all of the other partners that you will need to get to the closing table. So, if you live in Monmouth or Ocean County and you're looking to buy, give me a call today and we'll set up our buyer consultation with each other. Good luck, and I hope you find the right home. I hope you found this video helpful to explain the changes to the real estate industry in the state of New Jersey. If you have any other questions that weren't answered in this video, please feel free to reach out to me on my cell at 848-207-1495 or at my email, josephyorksellsnj@gmail.com. I'm always here to help and offer some candid advice. I'm Joseph York, and this is the Jersey Shore Market Watch.